Today, I will finally answer your questions and show you guys step by step how to build the best websites the e-commerce game has ever seen. I'll be using Shopify to show you how to build the most impressive e-commerce website in the world, the Mr. Beast website. I will be building step by step an exact replica of this website and show you how to build an also very impressive website, the iPhone 15 Pro website. After showing you guys how to build these websites, you will become professionals. I mean, these websites are incredible, and if you follow me step by step, you will have an exact replica of how to get them done using Shopify apps that have been gatekept from you in the e-commerce community. But before all of that, you're gonna need Shopify. So go ahead and sign up to Shopify right now. They're the #1 website for building and starting your own online business. I'll have their affiliate link down below. It'll allow you to get Shopify for 3 months for only $1. So yeah, go ahead and get some Shopify using my link below. It is an affiliate link, and a lot of the stuff that I'm going to speak about in this video are going to be affiliate linked. So I'm just going to be transparent with you guys. But now that you sign up for Shopify, this is the homepage that you should be looking for. The next thing you want to go ahead and do is go to settings. And then you want to fix up a couple things. So get your store name, your phone, and your email address, and just add and just work through all of that. Then you want to go to payments, and this is how you're going to go ahead and get paid. I'm using Stripe currently. You can use Stripe, or you can go here and switch to Shopify payments. Never use PayPal. No matter what you do, never use PayPal. They will hold your money and they will never give back. They've held some of my money for literally like a year now, or 2 years, I think it is. So yeah, just never use PayPal. All of this stuff you can kind of leave and just go straight. And the next thing I want to go do now is talk about my domain. And when it comes to domain, I go with a .store domain. And that's because everyone at this point is using a .store domain because they're built for selling. I mean, 1 million sellers are using a .store domain at this point, and that includes people like CR7, Rihanna, Discord, Fly Emirates, basically the biggest names in the industry. But really, the reason we're going to go with the .store domain in this video is because of Mr. Beast. He's using a .store domain himself. He's recently switched from a .com URL to a .store domain, and he called this out in one of his more recent YouTube videos. And since I'm going to be building a dropshipping store that looks like Mr. Beast's website, I thought it made sense for me to go ahead and kind of use the .store domain just like how he is. I mean, I assume with all those millions of dollars every year, he must know something about .store domains that the rest of us simply don't. And that's probably that .store domains have a much higher conversion rate than other domains and give you almost double the click, therefore helping you sell more. But basically, another reason to use a .store domain is because they offer access to discounts on tools such as Canva Pro, ShipStation, Fiverr, Below, and you can use this .store domain to go ahead and save more. But anyway, you can go ahead and get a domain, .store domain, for about $1 or 99 cents for the first year if you use my affiliate link down below and you type in the coupon code Capital Store. So literally sign up at www.get.store and you can get a $1 domain. Welcome for the free game. So basically, now that you're finished with the domain, now the next thing that you want to go ahead and do, go to apps and then go to this app called Gem Pages. Okay, this app is absolutely insane, and there's also an affiliate link down below. This will where you can literally get 15% off. But anyway, why is this app so incredible? Simple. It's the app that we're going to be using to go ahead and actually recreate this Mr. Beast website. Exactly as you see it is exactly how we're going to recreate it, and you can only do that with certain page builders, and one of those page builders is Gem Pages. But now I'm also going to show you guys a cool feature that they have where you can literally go copy the URL, come back to Gem Pages, paste the URL, click generate, and as you can see, it will generate an exact copy of the website. Right now, it's capturing the image from the URL and detecting the site and analyzing and everything. And I'm telling you, once it's done loading, it will create an exact copy. As you guys can see right now, it'll create an exact copy. So, but before we get into that cool feature, I first want to get into building an exact replica of this Mr. Beast website. And if you're going to do that, the first thing you want to go ahead and do is add a row. So come over here, go to the top, add a row, okay? Next thing you wanna do is you wanna go ahead and add a carousel to that row. Scroll down here, add this carousel inside the row like that. Then you wanna go here and decrease the item's number, right? Decrease this to 1. And as you can see, because that's what literally is going on here with Mr. Beast, right? So you can see like all of these slides, there's 1 slide per show, and that's what you want to recreate over here. So that's why you decrease this. And there's 4 slides. I don't think we need 4 slides. We can maybe make this 1 or 3 slides. So 3 slides is pretty decent. Now the next thing you want to go ahead and do is go to media right here on the left and then add that in. So now there's an image, right? Go do that for all of the different slides. Okay, so right now I've added the images for all these different slides, right? So now the next thing to do is obviously to go ahead and change the image. So click on the image, click change image, and then add the different images that you might want. First image I want to add is going to be this one. So I'm going to add this image. Okay, finally, the image has been added. Go to the next one, click change image, and just add all the other images. Okay, so now that we've added all the images, as you guys can see, what we're next going to do is go look at this website. As you guys can see, they have this nice little cornering going on here, and we don't have that cornering. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the image, go to advanced, add like a 20 on the cornering, and then boom, now you'll have the cornering, as you guys can see over there. Do the same thing for all the different images. So go to advanced, click on 20, they'll have cornering, go to click on the image, go to advanced, click on 20, and then they'll have the cornering. Now the next thing, as you'll notice, is that this here has a nice little space here, whereas it's kind of stuck. So what you want to do is, again, do the same thing. Go to the image, right? Click on the image, go to advanced, and then go to the spacing over here, and then you make that 20 on the spacing on the left, and then 20 on the spacing on the right. And then as you guys can see, there's some nice little spacing. And then just do that for all the different images. Okay, so now that's done. We've added the spacing for all the different images. As you can see, if you just scroll across, it's like got nice little spacing, just like how this Mr. Beast website has some nice little spacing. Now the next step is going to be adding this. And so let me explain what we're going to be doing. How we're going to add this moving text feature. Okay, I'll actually first share. I can't add this moving text feature, but I can add this one. And so how we're going to do that is simple. We're going to screen record this, and then we're going to take that screen recording, and then we're going to play it right beneath there. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing a video right underneath here, and that's pretty much all we're going to be doing. So first things first, we're going to have to go ahead and just screen record this over here. So come over here and just screen record everything over there. I would do that, but I'm already screen recording my screen, so it doesn't make sense to screen record again. But now that you're done screen recording, what you'll do is you'll come back to Shopify on your homepage, go to content, click on files, and then what you'll do is you'll upload the files right over there. So whatever screen recording you had, upload it right there. And now that you've done that, this is what you should be looking at. Now the next step is to go ahead and add some code, because to add an image right below, you need to add, at least the best way that I can do it, at least, is with code. So go ahead here and just add some custom code, and you can place that custom code over there. And then you want to go to Google and then go embed video in gem pages. Okay, just type that in, and this is what you're looking for. Embed a custom video on your homepage. Click on that. Then you want to scroll all the way down, right? So once you're on this website, scroll all the way down, and what you're looking for is autoplay without navigation control. Copy all of this right here, go back to gem pages, and then just paste it all in. And then once you're done, this is what you care about, this src equals xxx. So what you're going to do now is come back to Shopify, okay, and you want to click on this link, copy link. So you copy the code, and now you're going to copy the link, and then you're just going to paste the code right there where it says XXX, delete that, and then add the code, and then boom, just wait a couple of seconds, and there we go. The video has been added with code. Now you can move this around, you can do whatever you want with it. Pretty much that's that. So now we've added this little section. Now the next thing you want to do is add this little section here that says trending items. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your left side over here, and you're going to look for something that says heading. Okay, so you're going to take this heading box here, and you're going to paste it right over there. And Mr. B says trending items, so we're going to call it trending items as well. Okay, boom, we've made it trending items. Now this is a little bit big, so what we can do is we can kind of copy the whole thing and just decrease the size a little bit, maybe make this bold, change the font to be something like this, which is closer to what Mr. Beast has going on his website. Decrease the font by just, doing whatever you want to do. And I think that kind of works out. Now what we can do then is add this next section over here. This is the next section, okay? So how we're going to do that? By simply going on adding a row. Every time you want to add a section, always think about adding a row. So we add a row, then you want to break the row into 4, because you can see there's 4 different sections here. So we're going to break this row up into 4, boom, as you can see. Now the next thing is we're going to add images. So we're going to go back to images here, and you're going to add an image there, and then you're going to add an image for all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate all of these and then just move the images around. So duplicate, and then I can move. And that's a quick way of adding images. Now what I want to do is go ahead and change the images, because these are different images. So I want to change these images by clicking on the image, click and change image, and then finding the image that I want to use. So I'm going to click on that Jimmy image, and I'm just going to add all the images for all of these different things. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and added all the images just like that. But you'll notice actually it's a little bit different, because on Jimmy's website, they don't have these little sharp edges. So what we're gonna do, click on the image, go to advanced, and then go fix that cornering, right? Boom, and now you can see there's some nice little cornering. So I'm gonna do that for all of the other images. Click on the image, go to advanced, click on cornering, click on the image, go to advanced, click on cornering. And boom, now they all have that nice little clean cornering thing going on, just like how these do. Then the next step is going to be adding this text over here. And we do it literally the same thing. We go to text block, and then we add the text right underneath there. And then we can call this whatever we want. So we're going to call this Mr. Beast hoodie. Okay, literally, that's what we'll call it, Mr. Beast hoodie. We'll say this is blue. Okay, now we're going to now we're going to click on all that, make this bold, change the font as well, right? And then we're going to make this a little bit smaller, and then we're going to center this or align this, just like how we do in Word. And boom, now it's in the center, and boom. Oh, Mr. Beast's one is not in the center, so maybe we don't have to put that in the center. We can put that over there. Whatever you like. I think I like the center more. The center just looks better. I think this looks a little bit better. Anyway, then you want to do is you're going to go ahead and duplicate, and then duplicate, and then duplicate again. And then you can take these, hold them there, and then you can move them around. Take them, hold them at these like 6 dots, and then you can move it around. Click, hold in the 6 dots, and then you can move around. And then you can kind of go ahead and change the names here. So by going maybe white, okay? So maybe say this is white, and then you can change all the names. I'm not going to do that because I just don't think we need to. Then you want to go ahead and add the $sign or like how much it costs. So what you can do is you can literally click on this, click duplicate, and then you want to change this to, let's go 60 USD, and boom, now we're done. We've added that 60 USD. You can kind of duplicate, and then do the same thing, right? Move it across, duplicate, move it across, click and move this across, right? Pretty much that's what you, now it looks starting to look a little bit decent, starting to look a little bit okay. Now you'll notice actually like this is a little bit closer, like the $sign is actually a lot closer to this. What you can do is you can click on this, go to advanced and mess with the spacing. Whenever you want to make things closer, go to advanced and mess with the spacing. So right here, we're going to maybe add a little bit like -20 spacing, okay? And as you can see, it moves up a little bit closer. So we can do that for all of them. Okay, so now we just messed with the spacing for all of them, and you can see the $sign is a lot closer, just like how it's a lot closer over there, okay? And maybe the same thing here. This trending items is a lot further from this like moving text. So maybe what we can do is decrease the spacing over there. As you can see, the spacing is 32. Maybe we can make it 0. And now it's a lot closer, as you can see. But if you'll notice, there's something actually kind of cool going on here. Every time you click on this Mr. Beast icon, it's taking you to a page. Whereas if you go onto our page and you click on this, it doesn't take you anywhere. It's just words, just text. So what do you do to solve this? Simple. You click on this and then you go ahead and you highlight this whole thing. Then you want to go here to link. And basically, it'll take you to any of the things that you want to link here. So what you can do is you can go to any page on your store, get the URL. So maybe just go and click on this. So that anytime you get the URL and then copy the URL, and then you can click on this, okay? So highlight this whole thing, click on the link, and then you can paste the URL. So anytime now that someone clicks on this, it's gonna take them to that URL. So click on link, click paste over there, and then link to this URL, okay? Click on that. And now anytime someone presses on that, it will take them to this page every time. So you can kind of do that with your own Shopify store. And then you can kind of do that with all of these. So find out the pages and then link them to that page. Pretty simple. But now the next section will be adding this. Now, I don't know how to add the small moving text. I can only add the big moving text because whenever I try to screen record the small stuff, it's just too small to actually fit into Shopify. But anyway, the next step will be adding this huge thing here. And as you guys know, if you ever want to add something, always start with the massive little row. And then what you want to do is add an image on this. Add an image, and then we want to change the image. Pretty simple, pretty basic. And boom, now that we've added this image, the only thing missing, as you guys can see, is this little cornering over there. So click on the image, go to advanced, and then fix the cornering by adding a little 2 over there and a 0, 20 on the cornering. So we're adding a little 20 on the cornering. As you guys can see, the website's starting to shape up. Next step will be adding this moving text over here. So all you can need to do, you don't need to do the same thing again. Just go and duplicate this, and then hold these 6 little dots, scroll down with it, and then add it or paste it right there. And boom, everything is done. We've added that moving text over there as well. Now the next thing will be adding this little section over here. So all you need to do is go ahead to the top again, add a new row, and then you want to break the row down into 3. As you guys can see, there's 3 different images. So break the row down into 3 different subsections there. And then we're going to go to media, click on media, add an image, right? And then add images for all the different sections. So we're going to add an image there and then add an image there. And then we're going to go ahead and change the image. So click on this, click change image, and then add whatever image we want to add. Okay, so just like how in the MrBeast website, all these images are here, we have all these images here. Now the difference is in this here, there's some nice little cornering going on here, and there's no cornering going on there. So simply click on the image, go to advanced, and then add some cornering. Click on the image, go to advanced, and then add some cornering, nice little 20%. Now we also need to add some spacing because there's no space between this and the edge of the page. So go to the side here and go and add a little 20 over there. Go to the side here and go and add a little 20 over there. And now it's very similar. It's a lot, at least it's a lot similar to this MrBeast website right here that's doing this. So now what's next is you go ahead and you add another row just below right there. And then you do the same thing. This time we're going to split it into 2 because here on the MrBeast thing, there's 2 images. So split this row into 2, and then you can add an image onto each of those things that you split. Okay, so now we've added an image. Now all we need to do is go ahead and change the image. We're going to add this image over here on the left. Then we're going to add another image on the right. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing. Go to advanced, fix the cornering over here. 20 on the cornering, go to advanced, fix the cornering by going 20 on the cornering. And then we're going to fix the spacing as well. Go to this one as well and fix the spacing. Okay, simple as you like, pretty simple. This website is starting to look like a lot similar to the MrBeast website as well, right? It's starting to look a lot similar, right? Just like how it's starting to look a lot similar to this, right? It's looking pretty decent now. The next step will be adding this little moving text over here. And so we just go to the top, click on duplicate, and then we can take that custom code and we can scroll down with it, and we can just add it right there. Just add the custom code right there. Okay, so now that we've got this moving text over here, the next thing will be adding this. And same thing, guys, adding a row, right? So go to the top, add a row underneath, then split the row into two, add an image for one of the rows. So add an image for one row, right? Go ahead, find the image and place the image over there. This is the image, and boom. All we need to do now is add some cornering and spacing. So go add some 20 on the cornering and then add a little 20 on the spacing. And that's pretty much it. So now, as you guys can see, I've maybe made a little bit of a mistake here with not having much spacing. Now, what I could do is I could just add a little 20 on the spacing at the top, and boom, we've kind of solved our issue, right? Kind of solved our issue right there. So just add a little 20 on the spacing, right? Now, the next thing we can go ahead and do is add some text, because as you can see on the side here, it says giving is true, and then it has all this text. So what we can do is add some text by going onto heading and pasting that over there. Then we can go ahead and just put, giving is good, whatever. And then we can mess with the font, making this big, mess with the font over here, make this bigger, whatever. And then if you look carefully, Mr. Beast's font, this here has some space. It's not sitting at the top, so it's sitting in the middle. So what can you do? Click on the image, go to advanced, and then add some spacing. Maybe add like a 50 on the spacing, or maybe a 150 on the spacing. And maybe let's add a little, 180 on the spacing. And now it's sitting in the center right here. And we can kind of do the same thing for this. Okay, so add some new text, right? So we can go add some new text, maybe add a text block right there. Giving is true having, okay, whatever. Boom, add that. We can align this over here, make it go to the center, and it's sitting in the center right over there. Now what we can do is go ahead and add a button. So we can add a button right beneath there, and then we can align this button as well by clicking over there, and now it's sitting in the center, just like that. So just like how his thing is going like there, he has this thing going on over here, we have this thing going on over here. Now if you want to add the heart, what you can do is simply just screenshot this heart over here, screenshot it. So come over here. We're going to screenshot this, and this is good because it'll teach you something interesting. So screenshot the heart, and then what you can do is go ahead and add an image, right? Because the heart is an image. So we added this image right over there. Then we're going to go ahead and change the image, pasting this heart that we just screenshotted right over there. And as you guys can see, the heart is a little bit too big, and it's just off center, all these different problems with it. So what can you do? Simple. You can mess with the width. So you can click on the heart, and you can mess with the width of the heart. So go to 200, maybe go to 150, right? Or maybe go to 100 on the heart, okay? So now the heart's starting to look a little bit smaller, right? Maybe just go with an 80 on the heart, and boom, the heart's looking a little bit smaller and looking, good size. But it's a little bit off center. So again, what you can do is you can come over here and mess with the spacing. So when something's off center, mess with the spacing, and now it's sitting in the center with like maybe a 20. So pretty much this is how you do that section of the MrBeast website. Now you can add another moving text place. So go ahead and just copy that and place it over there. And then we're pretty much done. We're pretty much done with this whole MrBeast website. There's a couple of things that I still want to go ahead and add. So for example, this section here, the discover button, right? So clicking on this button and then it taking you somewhere. This is not difficult, right? So what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and find a button. So go text button, right? And what we're going to do is going to place the text button right over there. And then we're going to make this button say something like discover, okay? Discover, okay? So maybe just make this bold. Okay, so now this button says discover right here, just like how the MrBeast button, okay, says discover right there. So now what you can do is you can click on that button and you can go ahead and move it about, right? Let's maybe put this 20 or 40. Let's put it at 40, all right? Let's put it at 40. So at 40, it's chilling over there. Okay, so right now it's sitting over there at 40. Now we need to put this button over here because that's where the MrBeast button is sitting. It's sitting right over there. So what you can do is you can click on this, go to advanced, and then make this negative, maybe, I don't know, maybe negative 80. And then boom, the button is now sitting over there. And there's the discover button that you guys might want. And it's pretty much the same thing adding the text. So you'll just go add some text and then you'll mess with the spacing. So let's go do that right now. So we can go to text block, placing the text right there. And let's make this text say, what does this say? Beast Originals. So let's go Beast Originals. Okay, so click on that. So maybe make this bold, change the font to that's okay. Then we can go ahead and mess with the spacing, right? So it's gonna make this 40 again, and then we're gonna make this negative 100, negative. There we go. And there we go. We got Beast Originals, and then we got the button right there. And always remember, you can go ahead and click on this button, and then you can pick the link, right? So you're going to pick where the button's going to take you. So whatever collection you have. So let's say we have a collection here that says best sellers, right? So we're going to click on this best sellers collection, and we're going to click on save. And so then we can change this collection name to being best sellers, right? So anytime that someone clicks on this, it's going to send them straight to the best sellers, right? So every time someone clicks on this, it's going to send them to best sellers, or you can just delete this and add whatever link you want to add. So let's go and say you want to send them straight to this site, right? You want to send them straight to here. You can go ahead to your website, collect the link, and then come back to Gem Pages and then paste that link, and it'll send them straight to whatever page you want to send these people to. So that's how you add your buttons and all of those different things. And I'm pretty sure that's it. That's pretty much how you build this Mr. Beast website. I think it's been clear. I think after showing you guys this, you guys have a pretty good understanding of how to use Gem Pages. And yeah, that's how you go ahead and build this website. Now we can go ahead and just get rid of everything that we've just done. We don't really need it, because now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you can use their new AI feature, this beta AI feature, which is pretty much all you need to do is come to any website that you like, okay? Click on the URL of that website, click URL, copy, and then all you're going to do is paste the URL of whatever website on here. Then you're going to click generate, and this thing will generate an exact replica of that website. Watch, just give it a couple of seconds and it'll generate an exact replica. This will take less than 30 seconds to load. Okay, so now it's done loading, and as you guys can see, all of these different things are chosen. Now what we can do is I'm going to quickly show you guys how to use this. Now we don't need these top things here, the headers. I don't really need that, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that and get rid of it. And I don't really need this footer, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that and delete that. This is pretty much the same thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So this is pretty much all the things that if I click generate right now, it will allow me to go ahead and generate. So I'm going to click on generate right now and watch. Okay, so this is everything. Now I'm literally going to show you guys how to basically have an exact replica. Now obviously guys, it's still in its beta version, so not everything's going to be 100% copied. Like for example, this here says new and that here says LO. So what we can do is just go and say new, just add this new, and then boom, click on that, and then go to here, and then we can add that new, and then boom. Now it might be a little bit off the center, so we can click on here, you know, maybe make this, I don't know, -5, and boom, now it's sitting in the center. And the only other thing that it won't be able to do is obviously copy a font, because I mean, Shopify is obviously, you know, protected their fonts. Like this font is obviously protected and copyrighted by Shopify, but you can always do is kind of try to find something that looks pretty similar to that font. So you can click on this, go to assistant, and just try to find and look for something that is kind of similar to that font. I think the font right now is kind of pretty good. Now, as you can see, this image here has got Gem AI written all over it. What you can always do is you can come over here and you can click on this and you can screenshot the image over there. The reason it's got Gem AI is because I guess for copyright reasons, and I guess that kind of makes sense as well. Like you wouldn't want to create a product that could literally copy everything, but for copyright reasons, it's got that. But you can go ahead, click on this, and boom, now we got this over here. Now, remember, this is a little bit too big. If you go to the actual website, it's a lot smaller. So what you can do is come over here and just click on width, okay? Go with width and then fix the width and mess with the width. I like 200, 200 seems to be okay. Then here, check back for availability, exactly the same. Then we got this, then we got that, and then we go straight to this image over here. So what we can do is you can go ahead, change this image by clicking on the image and then clicking on change image. But before that, we need a screenshot of the actual image that we're trying to paste. So we're going to go ahead, do this, come over here, do this as well, do that, and then we're going to just take a picture of this image. And now this image has been screenshotted. All I'm going to do is come here and just click on change image, and then I'm going to paste my image. Put my image in there, wait for it to load, and boom, as you can see, the image has now been added. This is starting to shape up a little bit. Now the next thing is going to be this new over here. Okay, just scroll down. This new over here is firstly red, and it's a lot closer to the iPhone 15. And this iPhone 15 is bold, so let's make that bold. This is also bold, so let's make that bold. And this new should be closer. So what we're going to do is going to come over here and just get rid of this 12 and make it 0. And then it's going to be a lot closer. Now we need to make this red. Click on this, go to red, and now we've made this red. And now it's starting to look a little bit similar, okay? So we got that, check back for availability, Let me just make this a little bit white instead of blue. Make this white, and boom. And that's pretty much it. Now all we need to do is come over here, add this image, okay? Add this image and just capture the image, and then we can do the same thing. So now we screenshot that image, we can come click on this image, and then go here to change image on the left. And then we can paste that image right there. And that's pretty much it. And that's what we're literally going to do for every single one of these pages. And as you guys can see, we've literally got a exact replica of the iPhone 15 website. So we're going to come over here and we're going to change the image by coming over here firstly onto this actual website, screenshotting this image over here. So now we got that screenshot, we can come over here and change the image. Boom, we've gone ahead and added and changed the image right over there. So now what's next is we're gonna come over here and then we're gonna go ahead and make this happen. So love the power, love the price. So go love the power, love the price. First, we're gonna get rid of that there. And then we're gonna bolden this whole thing. And then we're gonna make this a lot bigger, right? And yeah, there we go. And now it looks pretty similar to that. So now we're gonna go maybe make this a little bit bolder. Let's go maybe go bold on this. And then for this, we're going to make the font actually white, not blue, white, boom. And I think that's pretty close to that. So now what could we need to do? Maybe we need to make this a little bit closer. So we're going to go here, get rid of that 16 and make it closer. So now it's closer to the iPhone at the top there. And that's pretty much that. Okay, so now that we have that, it's time to move on to the next thing. And it's pretty much all of it has been copied. So now it's time to go over here. Let's go to here. And so, I mean, this whole thing has been copied down exactly by the AI. So now all we have is this, so featured accessories. So let's go featured accessories right there. Now it's time to add this section. So it hasn't been able to copy that section exactly. So what we can do is click on the whole thing here, this whole little row or text block it seems. So click on the whole row and then we're gonna click on separate. So now it's separated them. So there's one on the left and one on the right. So same thing here, there's one on the left and one on the right. And then for this here, we're gonna go ahead and add an image. So we're going to add an image inside of this little space over here. Then we're going to go ahead, change that image to the image we see over there. So we've gone ahead and added this image, which is pretty much exactly what's going on over here. But now the difference is here we've got this in bold and we need to move this. So we need to move this to maybe about, let's say 50, or let's go about maybe 200. Let's go about 150. Boom. And now it's sitting in the center, just like how it's sitting in the center over there. Now what we need to do is go ahead and make this a little bit, add this and move this around. And I think we're starting to get to where we want to go. Maybe just make this a little bit bigger. And that's pretty much exactly what we want over there. And that's how we can get an exact replica of this iPhone store. Now, if you go ahead and you click on view, you can actually view your store live, what it would look like on your website. And as you guys can see, it looks exactly like the iPhone website. So that's pretty much that. If you guys want access to gem pages, the link will be in the description. They have a Black Friday Cyber Monday campaign right now, which will mean you get 15% off if you use my affiliate link down below. So yeah, use my affiliate link down below. You guys have been wanting a website video for so long and you finally have one. So here we go. Enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.